Welcome to the Intuitive Websites 4-Step Guide to Marketing Success on the Internet. This is Tom Young. I'm President and CEO of Intuitive Websites, and today we're going to take a closer look at Step 2 of our 4-step process, which is design and development. But first, let's review the program objectives. The objective of this presentation is to educate you on our 4-step process. We've used this successfully now for 10 years with hundreds of clients. It's broken down into a series of videos that are going to help you with the marketing of your business, and we want to set clear objectives and action plans on how to grow your business with web marketing. Let's look at the 4 steps before we dive into Step 2, design and development. The first step was strategy, setting the blueprint, the roadmap for success, getting that in writing in an internet marketing plan. That's the first step, strategy. The second step then is design and development, which is taking that strategy and building a practical website that makes good use of all your strategic ideas and gets results for your company. Then you drive traffic to your website in Step 3, and then you use website performance tools to monitor the effectiveness of the site in Step 4. So here's the 4 steps. We're going to dive in really deep here into Step 2, which is design and development. And to do that, we really need to begin with what users want, because keep in mind, websites exist so that people can use them. And if you're not taking a very practical approach to what people want to do on your website and what they're trying to get, then your site won't be successful. And one of the most important things they want to do is solve a problem or get information or enhance the quality of their lives. This is especially true in business-to-business or in consumer-based websites. In business-to-business, people want to solve the problems of running their business. And consumers want to enhance their quality of their lives. And a very important part of the internet is convenience. In fact, if the internet wasn't convenient, it wouldn't be used. And it's becoming more convenient every day as it gets faster, as websites get easier to use, as more people have access. Users definitely want to know about pricing. If you're doing any kind of business on the web, they want to know your pricing, and they want to know how pricing relates to value. It's not so much about saving money or getting something at the best price. It's getting something at the best value for the price. And people want to know details so that they can determine that opinion about whether or not they should move forward with your product or service. They also want to know how to contact you in specific locations. They want to know that you're a real company. They can get in touch with you either through email or through a web form or even just picking up the phone and contacting you. They want to know that they can reach you and that the website will help them do that. And it's strange, but a lot of websites make this difficult. And users tend to think that when they can't find contact information on a site, that you really don't want them to contact you, which in many cases is not the case. They also want to know how to buy. They want specifics on delivery and shipping information. In fact, for most e-commerce websites, delivery and shipping is the biggest obstacle to actually purchasing. So this has to be very clear on the website. And they want interactive information. They want to be able to interact with the site, put in a search term and get data back if it's a large website, or go navigate the site and get the content that they want. So this is what users are trying to get accomplished when they visit a website. What is their actual behavior like? And in fact, one of the things that our company does, Intuitive Websites, is user testing. So we've had the opportunity to see many people fumble around websites. And based on that, we've determined a few bullet points here on what their behavior is all about. One of the most important things to know is that they form an instant impression of your company when they open up your home page. And this is called branding. This happens in just the first few seconds. And the impression can be big company, small company, professional company, unprofessional company, and to the point where they might even say, this is a company I want to pursue or this is a company I don't want to pursue based on that instant impression. They then quickly move to the upper left-hand corner, just like they do when they read a magazine or a book. They look at photos of people, and in fact, any photos on the website get attention. So we always recommend that you have captions on photos and that photos be an important part of the design and of your messaging. Photos shouldn't just be put on websites for clip art purposes or just for placeholder purposes. They need to have a real function. People ignore ads and marketing speak, brochure copy, flowery copy that talks about how great your company is. That's generally ignored along with ads because people don't know what to expect if they click on something that looks like an ad. In many websites, the most important links on the site are actually in the form of ads and are being ignored. And people do this thing because ads and marketing content doesn't bring value, and they've learned not to pursue that, to go to different places to try to find value. And one of the places that they go to is the navigation system. In fact, it's probably the most important part of your website. Certainly is an interactive component. It's the navigation system. Users will go there quickly, hoping to find that one link or the page they're looking for. Now, as they look around your website, they're going to scan the content very quickly. They're going to filter through the clutter, and they're probably going to end up leaving. In fact, most websites have dropout rates of 50 to 60%. We call that the bounce rate. And that's just unacceptable, but that's what's happening. And most of it comes because they're not getting what they want in their initial view of the site, in their initial scan of the site. And so they just move on to something else. So there's 5 key areas of design and development that we're going to review in detail in these videos. The first one is navigation. The second is actually the design, which is the graphics, the color, and the way the site looks. The third is the development and technology of the site, which is the platform it sits on, the hosting, whether it's an e-commerce site, a database, or a CMS website. We'll also take a look at content and taglines. Extremely important part of websites. Content is the oxygen of the web. It's what people come to websites to do, is to read content and get information. And we'll also talk about the idea of getting some market research, getting feedback from users, doing user testing, doing surveys, so that you can make sure you have the right kind of design. It's real interesting because this is an area that's often overlooked, but maybe the most important of all, because your site is there to add value to users and you've got to talk to them. So in the next video, we'll dive a little deeper into navigation.